So I have seen House of the Dragon episode 3. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit behind on it. So I have to go off of my memory from seeing it 2 weeks ago. So episode 3, season 2 of House of the Dragon. Spoilers in this video. I'm going to try my best to do a good review. But I haven't seen it since. Whenever it came out, I had a really bad stomach bug. And I was kind of taken out of it. So, and then afterwards, I missed the last week's episode 4, because of Hurricane Beryl knocking out the power and knocking out the internet. So it became kind of difficult for me to see that episode. So just bear with me. I'm just going to make a little quick based off of my memory. Daemon Targaryen goes to Harrenhal to recruit the people there for Rhaenyra's cause. We see the Brackens and the oh, now they're blanking on me. We're seeing a lot of Civil War comparisons, right? We're seeing a lot of metaphors for Civil War, because the Brackens and the Blackwoods, I believe, kill each other for Rhaenyra. And so, I forgive me, I haven't seen it, but I do remember one particular thing. Oh, I also remember nudity. I saw the chicken wang of Aemon Targaryen. That was... Why ain't we got no titties yet? Why ain't we seen no titties in House of the Dragon yet? I'm just saying, Game of Thrones had titties at least, okay? So, one thing I do remember, though, that was very interesting to me was that Rhaenyra somehow sneaks into King's Landing, which I thought was strange how they pulled that off. But, hey, I'm not here to nitpick entirely. This is just I want to give this show the benefit of the doubt. Even though they don't really deserve it, none of Hollywood does. But since I enjoyed the show, I enjoyed the first season, I enjoyed most of the second season so far, I'm willing to give it the benefit of the doubt, okay? Rhaenyra sneaks into King's Landing to go to Alicent Hightower's, personal place of prayer, I guess. And they have a conversation that's very enlightening, because Rhaenyra tells Alicent, hey, we could have stopped this. And Alicent's like, but you killed... the children. And so you're a kinslayer. And she's like, hey, Viserys' last words was that he dreamt of Aegon saving the kingdom, uniting the 7 kingdoms. Rhaenyra tells Alicent something interesting, which is, are you talking about Aemon or Aegon, your Aegon, or Aegon, the prince that was promised? And she said, the Aegon, the prince that was promised. It's like, that's not this Aegon, right? It's not this Aegon. Aegon the second, I believe. We're talking about Aegon as in like Jon Snow. Jon Snow Aegon. That's supposed to be a spoiler for the books, right? And so that confusion is now seen between the two ladies. So now they're like, oh shit, we could have prevented this whole thing if we just understood the Song of Ice and Fire dream that Aegon had when Viserys told it to Rhaenyra. So that was something that I found really interesting, and how that might play out. I think I have a personal theory, right? I have a personal theory about House of the Dragon. And so I'm so sorry that this isn't a review. It's been a couple weeks since I see it, and I've been thrown out of the loop because of everything that's going on. But I have a personal theory about House of the Dragon, and it's that this is going to retcon Game of Thrones. That there's a potential that for this rebooting the Game of Thrones franchise. So we get House of the Dragon, we get Night of the Seven Kingdoms, we get a few more spin-offs here and there, and then eventually we're going to get a complete reboot of Game of Thrones from the beginning, and maybe incorporate some of the things from Winds of Winter and maybe Song of Spring a little bit better handled in the final season. We're going to have to wait and see if that actually plays out, because I don't even know if George R.R. Martin is going to even finish the books or even survive to see the day that happens. But just my personal theory, I hope that House of the Dragon is kind of branching off a new timeline. There's a lot of evidence that shows that. Things like, the Werewoods, I believe, in places that they weren't originally at. So they're either retconning the Game of Thrones that we all know and love, or they're making some shitty decisions that are, not consistent with canon. Only time will tell. It's just a theory. But thank you all for watching this video. I ain't got much more to say on episode 3. I'm sorry. Lots been going on. But I'll get to watching episode 4 very soon. Episode 5 comes out tonight, I believe. So I'm going to be jumping on that as soon as I possibly can. Oh boy. But I do like this show. Still recommend it. Well, I recommend it if you want something to be entertained for. I can't recommend it because I don't know how it ends. So we're just going to have to wait and see. So thank y'all for watching. Don't smoke crack.